Just thought I'd let you share it. I got a job in my field and it's kind of cool.
That's awesome.
Hell yeah.
I start on Monday.
That's what's up. Hope you like it and do well.
I do too.
I feel like it's gonna be really tedious and boring, but it gets my foot in the door, so whatever.
Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, that's the motto
I just
right
gotta
there.
make more money than Jimmer one day.
Oh,
Yo,
Jim.
Jimmer?
that's my dad. Chat, you know like Fantasy League?
Your hockey fantasy?
Yeah, like I won my group with my buddies, so I got 70 bucks. Qualified for some like, Champion League. I came 7th out of 14,000 and won 30 bucks.
Wow. And you know your hockey. That's fun.
I'm gonna put that on fucking my next resume and say I know how to manage shit.
Manage fantasy teams. For a living.
This new controller, I fucking love it, but like it's fucking up my right hand so much. Like my pinky like keeps popping in and out. It feels weird.
I know the feel.
How come falling on your back hurts a lot?
Like is cat falling here all the time?
Nah, like you ever
What
like
kind
fell
of
off or
question
something?
is that?
No, like you ever like did a roll or like a flip or like fell off of something
You
high and
should
landed?
work at United, PewDiePie.
You ever
Oh,
like
Remy,
did
goddammit, I shouldn't indulge this.
any of those things and then landed on your back? It kind of hurts. I think it's cause like if you land on your spine, it's make it hurts. It make you feel like your mouth because it hurts.
I've been seeing this new girl, Chad.
How's that going? Is it
It's going. Her
somebody?
name's Sam. She a nice lady.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Is this something you got with one of your pickup lines that you and Ace Ratchet were practicing that day?
No, no.
Oh,
This
shit.
this is not a result of that.
Oh, that's what's up too.
Damn, I'm getting smoked in this game.
I met that nigga at Popeyes. I'm grabbing.
Oh, shit. Perhaps, I'm not sure yet. Remy. It depends on, just a lot of factors. Like whether I got with my friend or not, like, things that play here. I need to kill that other dude before I go up there and do that shit. So, fuck, man. This dude is just murdering me.
Dang.
I need to pay closer attention.
So like, Big Chad, let me know when you're ready to play, Overwatch.
Gotcha.
Just go on
I'm,
YouTube. Oh shit, you gonna lie. I'm gonna mute my mic and go on YouTube.
Yeah, Overwatch is definitely a game you should get, Remy. 100%.
who is that?
Yeah, it's a great game. It's a great game. Overwatch is a great game. Shit, I'm having the worst fucking time with this motherfucker. Oh, that's... God damn! God damn! Right? Thank you, Remy. He is OP. He is way too fucking OP. Oh my god, what are the chances, Remy? Did you see that? He got slammed by the fucking gate! Yeah! That was fucking phenomenal. That was amazing that just happened. I cannot believe that shit happened. That was fucking... this is Skyrim.
What fucking fruitcakes.
Who are fruitcakes or what? Oh, should I not have gone here? So I gotta wait because I should not have gone to here. What the fuck? Why did it do that again? God damn it. Okay, guess I have to go to here for now. Oh yeah, I do have to go here, that's right. Aww. Oh, well, have a good night, Randy.
Alright, Dad's back. Dad's back.
Daddy's back? Oh, thank God.
I don't know how we survived. No, I'm just kidding.
What did we do?
Alright. Here.
And if this thing continues, armies of Hera could survive. The final battle at Hatu Mountain, more than 300,000 gave their lives.
I might need you to squeeze it.
Oh, this place stinks of dust and death. Let's finish this and get out of here.
The ring and my father's sword lie at the back of the crypt. We must hurry. The twins of sword and spear, Rahasa and Rahuzar, and their mother, Anse Satame, the tigress of Dragonstar.
Alright, I'm back.
Manimarco is aware of it.
Yeah,
What's
you
up?
need to say what you love.
Anse Kala, master of Polar.
Well,
And his
I
daughter,
had to think.
Aradia. They swept through these mountain passes like a tempest.
Because,
Another bandit tribes that have harassed our people for
it's gonna take a couple weeks for my gamepad to come in.
Okay.
So I'm gonna use a Pro Controller for now.
You can't play the Wii without a gamepad. I don't think. I don't know. Maybe you can.
Of course I can. It's called YouTube.
It's a little game shit.
Alright.
Oh, okay.
Seems fitting that the Ring of Stendarr's mercy lies with his father's great sword. We will need both for the battles that lay before us.
Oh, great. The cat had to meow.
Azir and Hafsahar, I pledge myself to the destruction of Manimarco and the liberation of Tamriel from the tyranny of the god of schemes, Molad Bal. My father's blade. Strange to see it again after so many years.
The ring is yours. Guard it well. I must return to my students to begin the long task of rebuilding. Thank you. I cannot leave the Valley of Blades. I must bury the dead and tend to the wounded.
Lead me to the ring eventually. Give it to me. Your presence defiles this place, Manimarco.
Give me the ring, and I might spare your pathetic lives.
We struck down your Titan and we'll strike you down soon enough.
Titans, prelude to what's to come if you continue to defy me.
Defy you? Your delusions of godhood are laughable, you ignominious corpse herder.
Very well then. I'll simply take the ring from your corpses.
Blasphemy! How dare you raise the honored dead to fight your battle?
How's the sale going, John?
Sorry, what did you say?
How's the ESO going for you?
Oh, it's going good. Oh, I actually just got a viewer.
All of y'all are super quiet.
This is going well. I'm playing some of I'm playing just the main mission stuff, really.
I'm gonna be honest, I can't hear you at all.
Oh, my bad. Do I sound any better? I'm just playing like the main mission stuff. Let's see. I'm playing like the main missions to the game. The main missions. So yeah, I just had like a little boss fight. Hello, viewer.
I'm kind of considering switching over now.
Oh, I got you. I like it. I'm trying to figure it out stuff. It's still like...
It's very confusing.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of info, like a lot of stuff.
It feels very overwhelming, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
It feels extremely overwhelming.
Get a load of this. You can roll 2 items at once.
What the world is going on? It says protect the crypt, but I'm standing here and nothing's happening.
Alright, well, let's go see what this is.
I think my game just messed up. Oh, here we go. Oh, the viewer left.
Wait. Powerful necromancer Lord Tamriel, you might reconsider hiding in a bloody tomb.
I'm gonna go get something to eat and I'll be right back.
Alright, cool. Get you real food. Ooh, I'm gonna eat the cosmic brownie. But I want some of the food stuff. I don't know if you remember me mentioning my issue with my pills, chat.
You said issue with your pills? I'm sorry, I just didn't hear you. I don't know if that...
Yeah, like yesterday, I think I mentioned like my issue with my medication. Do you like getting my pain medication?
Yeah, like you've been... yeah.
How it's like days late?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, my mom finally got a call back from my nurse today.
Oh, yeah.
And by the way, she called my mom back. Not me.
Yeah.
My mom, like I'm not 25.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you gotta call, you're an adult. It's not,
Oh, hold on, sorry, I gotta hear this real quick.
no problem. Oh snap, I'm not dog in Cereal. Shit's going down in Cereal. You still there, Cheeks and Nick? I don't.
Yeah, so she got a call back from this nurse. And it turned out the nurse had not sent in the script on Friday like she was supposed to.
Oh, wow.
Obviously, like, it wasn't sent to my local pharmacy, like, obviously. And, like, I even called my local pharmacy and they were like, no, you know, like, this weekend. She sent it in yesterday, although she couldn't call us or answer the phone or return a call at any point yesterday to tell us that she'd sent it in. But she didn't send it in. The problem is she didn't send it into the pharmacy she was supposed to send it into. It's a 2-week prescription for oxycodone, and she sent it into a mail order place. It was a 2-week. First of all, why would you ever order something by a 2-week prescription by mail?
Yeah.
Like, they just constantly be mailing it. Like, and on top of that, like, my doctor's office knows that I have issues with my mail order pharmacy. And you can't order oxycodone through the mail in the state that I live in legally. And it was already 3 days late when she sent it in yesterday, so she was going to send it to a mail order place 3 days late. I'd have been lucky to get it a week from them.
Yeah.
If they could do it, which they can't.
She's tripping.
And so she finally called my mom back today, and she was like, yeah, I guess somehow there was an accident and someone sent it into Express Scripts, the mail order, instead of CVS, and my mom was like, someone? How'd that happen? And, like, the nurse was just like, I don't know. My mom was, apparently my mom, like, got, like, really sarcastic with her. She's like, really, Gail? You don't know?
Oh no, baby, what is you doing?
Yeah, that woman's tripping.
She was like, well, I'll take care of it by, like, because today's my doctor's day off on top of it. So she's like, well, I'll take care of it by, like, calling, you know, by calling your doctor at home and see if she can, like, you know, send the prescription in, because, like, they can do the prescription over the computer, like, into my CVS. I don't have to pick up a paper prescription anymore like I used to. She's like, it's seeing if she'll do it, but, you know, like, I don't know if I'll be able to get a hold of her, you know, before the end of the day. And my mom was like, why would you be limited by the end of the day if she's at home? Couldn't you just call her at any time?
Yeah, that's the point of the call.
Was just like, I don't, you know, and apparently she was normally like, we'll see, but I can't promise anything. It may have to be tomorrow, but I really will try my best, and I'll call you as soon as possible, okay, to let you know whether I can get a hold of her or not. No call. My mom called back, yelled in, returned the call, didn't answer, returned the call, and there's no prescription waiting at the pharmacy. So I was supposed to get it filled Friday, and it's been Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 5 days. Tomorrow will be day 6. 6 days late my prescription. And it's just like, good God.
She's gonna lose her job.
Wait, what?
She should. The thing is, you know what the worst part is, Chad? This is probably the 10th time this has happened.
Wow.
Like, I mean that it's been this late. That it's been this level of late. She makes my life a living hell every 2 weeks.
At least you're living, though. You gotta think of the positives.
Yeah, but I mean, like, considering I almost went into a coma once because she, like, literally fucked up my medication. And another time I had to go through a full-on opiate withdrawal for 2 full days because she fucked up my medication and almost went into a coma.
Damn.
Like, the only reason I haven't gone into full-on opiate withdrawal this time and am, like, even semi-functioning, not just rolled in a corner weeping, is because I had built up a supply of extra just in case something like this happened.
Yeah, okay. Emergency fund. Excuse me.
But the problem is my emergency fund's gonna be depleted to 0. Right now I have 3 pills. I have to make those 3 pills last for an indefinite amount of time. Fortunately, my mom has, like, her pain pills, which, like, you know, I'm not supposed to take, and I don't want to take, because they're not my medication. I don't like taking other people's prescriptions. Like, the fact that she has that prescription for a reason, and, you know, I just don't like mixing substances. I'm not the type of person to play around with prescriptions. I take that shit very seriously. But it's like, either all, which can kill you, if not, you know, like, it'll make you extremely sick at the very least.
Yeah.
And that's not counting the fact that, you know, you'd be in extreme pain.
So they don't make specific medicines for specific people, they just use different, like, amounts for your body?
What do you mean?
Like, they don't just make, like, different medicines for people, like pain medicines. They don't mix random shit together and make a medicine for this specific person that no one else can take.
No, they don't do that.
Okay.
It's just whatever kind. Like, there are like a couple dozen different kinds of opiates which are like the #1 type of like prescription pain medication, and then like you can get it in like tons of different you know, dosages, and then like the amount of pills plus the dosages. So like, for example, I get 120 oxycodone 20 milligrams acetaminophen every 2 weeks, and my mom gets 60 hydrocodone 325 acetaminophen every 30 days, 20 to 30 days.
Well, you're getting quiet and then you're getting loud again.
So basically, it takes 3 of my mom's pills to equal 1 of my pills. But that's a lot of time. My mom has Tylenol in her pills, whereas mine don't. So I have to be very careful because, like, the Tylenol is like what's dangerous there for like your liver and shit.
Oh.
That's why I don't ever take my mom's pills. Well, I mean, that's not the only reason. There are a million reasons. It's 1, she needs them. Or she wouldn't be getting prescribed. 2, I don't take other people's prescriptions. 3, I just have no reason to take her pills. Like, I always have my own.
I will contact you whenever
my way.
I just don't like playing around with prescriptions and shit. Like, you know, like, I don't take prescriptions to get high. I don't fuck with that shit.
I understand.
Like, I always said if I ever did do drugs, like, recreationally, for whatever reason, it wouldn't be prescription drugs. Like, I just stick to weed or, at the most, cocaine. If I wanted something different from weed. Very different.
Yeah, I'm with you on the pills thing. Like, I don't do pills for drugs, like, as a drug user.
Shit's scary.
I don't do pills.
It's scary, and I know a lot about pharmaceuticals, just because I've taken it upon myself to educate myself, due to the fact that I have to take a very large amount of pharmaceuticals. You know, like, so I've learned all about, like, their mechanisms of actions, what are the different classes, how do they work and everything, and in that process I've learned, like, that they're both not extremely dangerous, but, like, you have to be extremely careful, but that also that, like, it is overblown to quite a degree just how careful you have to be. Does that make sense? And for, like, the wrong reasons. Like, people are, like, terrified of opiates, and like, the opiate epidemic is a little bit of a panic over nothing. Like the so-called opiate epidemic in America right now.
Ooh.
I was gonna say, I gotta take a different point of view, but I want to hear you out though. So I kind of see it differently. I see it as a problem, a big problem.
Well, the first thing is the statistic from the CDC says that 75 people per day die of opiate overdoses. But what you don't notice is that there's fine print on that statistic on the CDC website as well, which says that that does not just include pills. That also includes heroin. And heroin is a totally, entirely different beast than prescription pain medication. And it also, if you go into the even finer print, it says that the United States government does not actually even track deaths related to opiates, be they heroin or prescription pills, and that it is purely an estimate. So it's not a real statistic. It's an estimate, and it includes an estimation of heroin users. Heroin is entirely different from prescription opiates. But what we can see is that there is a rise in heroin usage. And there has been an enormous rise in heroin usage over the past few years in America. That's indisputable. We have a problem in America with heroin. Like, that's an unarguable fact. More people are using heroin today than they have been in the last couple of decades. But what's in the last couple of years, heroin usage, I forgot, it's some high amount, like it's increased something like 25% in the last couple of years. But what I like to talk about is the correlation that people aren't discussing, which is that as heroin usage has gone up extraordinarily in the last couple of years, what's the correlation there? And now it may not be causation, but I think it's worth investigating and researching, is that opiate laws have extremely tightened. Opiate laws and prescription opiate laws have tightened all across the country. Now, the fact is, addicts are going to get their drugs no matter what. If somebody's an addict to Percocet and they're getting it via a doctor and the doctor cuts them off because the laws cut them off and the laws say they can't get their Percocet anymore, that isn't going to stop them from getting their Percocet. They're going to get it on the street, they're going to get heroin, they're going to get it any way they can. But what those laws do is they stop chronic pain patients from being able to legally obtain the medication that they need for chronic pain management on the daily. And if you were a part of like chronic pain communities in the disability community, you know just what an incredible problem this is. It's such an extreme issue. Like, all of us are always constantly on edge that our pain medication is going to be cut off at any moment as the laws tighten, and we're pushed more into going to these pain clinics where they want us to receive steroid injections to stop our pain instead of taking opiates. But the problem is that steroid injections do not work for all types of chronic pain. You know, that only works if you have an isolated area of a specific type of pain that a steroid will help. Okay, if you have chronic nerve pain through your whole body like fibromyalgia, steroid injections are not going to help that. Like I do EDS, where it's chronic pain throughout the entire body in every joint, and I'm dislocating joints every day. Steroid injections aren't going to help unless I'm getting a steroid injection every couple of days in every joint that dislocates and every joint that hurts. But I'm being constantly pushed by doctors to cut my opiate supply and instead receive steroid injections, right? And there's a lot of money to be made in steroid injections. And coincidentally, these doctors that are funding this opiate research that proves why opiates are incredibly harmful are the same ones that run the so-called pain management clinics where they give the, guess what, steroid injections, right? So these steroid injections cost an average about $5,000 a piece, and you have to get them at least once a month. And doctors that give them give on average between 20 to 30 steroid injections a day. That's a cash cow. That's a huge cash cow compared to a very, very, very cheap prescription medication, which undoubtedly has its issues, and you have to monitor someone taking prescription opiates because a problem can develop. I'm not denying that. That is a real thing. Like, people all the time start taking opiates for short-term usage for a back problem, then end up addicted to it. But I would argue that there's something else going on in their lives if they're taking hydrocodone, Vicodin 10s for 6 weeks for a back problem and then end up a heroin addict. There was something bigger in their life than just that going on, because they're not that level of addictive. No drug, aside from the most extreme, is going to be that level of addictive unless you have other mental health or life issues going on already that are unaddressed. But what I'm talking about is there is a correlation between the rise of heroin usage and the tightening of opiate laws. And all I want to see is I want to see some sort of research done into how many chronic pain patients are having their opiates taken away from them under accusations of addiction and then turning to heroin. Because the fact is, if you take away a chronic pain patient's ability to manage their chronic pain, they're not going to suddenly go, well, guess I got to live with the pain now, it's gone away, or I'll just grin and bear it. They're going to still try to find a way to relieve that, and unfortunately that may end up being turning to heroin or street drugs for a lot of people. And like I've witnessed firsthand, and that is anecdotal evidence, but that's unfortunately all we have at this point, since no studies of any kind have been done on whether there is a correlation between the rise in heroin and the tightening of opiate laws, even though or whether it's a causation correlation. The correlation is there, it's just whether it's causation equals, right?
Yeah.
That was a mouthful to kind of tangented a bit, like within, like, it's hard to kind of do it all, but like, yeah, basically, like, I think that there's a lot more to the so-called pain management business than what's on the surface. like these pain management clinics have popped up seemingly overnight in the last 5 or 6 years, right as all the pain opiate laws have been tightened in states. And the fact is there are several countries where those steroid shots are even illegal. For example, in New Zealand and Argentina are 2 countries, for example, and I believe Ireland was one of the other ones, as well as the UK is looking at banning these steroid shots for chronic pain usage because receiving shots of corticosteroids in your joints for an extended period of time actually eats away at the ligament and the bone to the point where you become dependent upon the prednisone corticosteroid shots until you eventually have to get a full joint replacement and surgery. And these pain management clinics are linked to, guess what, orthopedic surgeons. So you go in, you start with a shot every 6 weeks, then it becomes every 5 weeks, then every 4 weeks, then every 3 weeks, then every 2 weeks, then...
Oh, I got you. No, I thought you explained it. Oh yeah, you got to question everything, but yeah, I hear you. That's I never heard that. Never thought about all that.
For you, they like injecting just straight corticosteroid into your joints in any sort of long term, other than like now in the countries where they're illegal, they're not illegal 100%. Like you can never get an injection of corticosteroid because sometimes that's necessary. Like if you have a like one-time injury with a massive inflammation in your elbow, for example, you may need a shot of prednisone once to get that inflammation down to then treat it and get it under control. But the fact is nobody should be getting shots of corticosteroids or prednisone into the same area for years, every few weeks. It will eat the bone and the ligament until that entire joint will collapse. And the fact of the matter is, it becomes to the point where the only way to relieve pain is to get that shot, and the time between the shots becomes shorter and shorter and shorter, and those shots are several $1,000s a piece. It is truly a serious cash cow. You compare that to someone checking in with a doctor every 3 months to get their prescriptions for with that costs $8 with insurance. That's a pretty big difference in money. A $25 copay and an $8 insurance for prescription is a lot different than, you know, $5,000 from the insurance company for a procedure every 4 weeks. And you're doing 30 of them a day.
I remember reading like insurance companies want to just like kill people off instead of like getting them like help and shit. They want to start doing that to save them.
Is it a bad time to mention? Is it a bad time to mention that I'm doing
like, instead of paying for like, say you got like cancer.
Well, you gonna work for an insurance company?
Yeah.
No, my dad sold insurance.
I fucking hate insurance people.
That's part of why I know a lot about how insurance works. Ironically, insurance might be a lack of medical insurance might be what literally kills me within the next few years, and it's what helped me survive throughout my entire childhood and like kept our family afloat. Was my dad selling insurance? It's a grand irony.
I don't trust insurance, bro. Them niggas like they want you to pay. Like them.
You just gotta know what to say and what to do to get them to pay. And they'll pay, as long as you know what to do.
And then they still want you to pay.
Well, you always have to pay something.
Hello,
It's
viewer.
called a copay. The point of insurance is that, okay, for example, that, like, if I go to the doctor and I don't have insurance, a regular doctor's visit will cost me $250. But with insurance, it will cost me $25.
But
my insurance company pays the rest. And I pay $75 a month for the ability to go to the doctor and only pay $25 instead of $250. And my medication, for example, without insurance would cost me $400 a month, but with insurance costs me $16.
For me, since I don't have to take medication, it would be cheaper to just instead of pay $75.
No, because the moment anything can happen at any time.
Well, then you get insurance right before you find out.
You can't do that. You can't do that. How do you know right before you're gonna get in a car accident?
Nah, just alright. So like, that's car insurance, though. I think Nah.
No, it's not. Health insurance. I'm talking about health insurance. Like, you get in a car accident, you get hurt. What are you gonna do? You don't have health insurance.
You pay for it.
Yeah, you're gonna pay $15,000-$20,000?
But they are probably only gonna pay like $2,000 or something.
No, you won't.
No, I'm talking about the insurance company. They don't want to pay all that shit. They just want you to pay.
You can
your
no,
money.
you get them to pay. They'll pay. They'll pay.
I
That's
just
why you
don't
have to have a
trust
good.
them.
That's why you have to have a good, decent insurance plan with a low deductible and a low out-of-pocket max.
I need to learn about insurance.
You really do. You really do, Black. You
I
really,
have my
really, really
insurance
do.
license.
What kind of insurance you sell?
I don't sell it yet. I just have it so I get a job after I graduate.
Oh, but what'd you get your license in?
General.
Oh, just general?
Like my other than life license is what it's called. It's like I can sell every insurance except life insurance.
Oh, legit. My ex, yeah, my dad sold, health and dental group insurance. He didn't sell, like, personal. He sold it to, like, you know, like, companies to provide for employee benefits. And, my ex sold, personal car insurance and life insurance policies.
I mean, was your dad good at this shit, though? Because you said he had to get his salary, so... Like...
My dad?
Yeah.
My dad had a very good salary. My dad's salary was equal to his bonus, and his salary was 120 grand. And he made that in bonus every year, too.
So, like,
my dad is the president of sales of one of the largest companies in Canada.
Nice. What company? I may have heard of it.
Cooperators.
I have not, but because I don't know as much about Canadian, but I didn't know. My dad used to be VP of several large companies here in the U.S., like in the Midwest.
Nice. Fuck, I just lost.
Till he lost his mind.
It's kind of sad, though, bro. Y'all could be making that same money.
I know, right? My dad still, I mean, he doesn't make good money. He makes max off of Social Security disability. But the max on Social Security disability is $2,300 a month, so not exactly great money. But when he was still on his long-term disability plan through his work, which only lasts for so many years after your job, like, before you switch over to SSDI, he made $7,000 a month through his long-term disability because that was what was equal to his salary for his long-term disability. My dad decided to pay a lot into long-term disability in case something ever happened, and it paid out for him. And then at one point he actually got to, like, it overlapped with Social Security disability for about 2 years, where he earned almost $10,000 a month because he was getting SSDI and long-term disability, which I don't think is legal. And I'm not sure how he got away with.
And so we've come
He's white.
I led the original fight
and a man.
quest to reclaim the Amulet of Kings. At the time I told
Alright,
myself
well I'm going to bed.
Tamriel.
Alright, good night. You need me to reach your bedtime stairs?
So,
yeah, please, 3 little pigs.
I'll catch you later, bro.
Can we do Humpty Dumpty fell off the wall and broke and all the yolk came off?
Yeah, I guess so.
I like this. Alright, I like this story. Alright, come on. And now you're supposed to leave when I say good morning.
Will history repeat itself or rewrite itself? In truth, I fear using the amulet again.
I like give me that ass, girl.
Great enter. Destiny crushes by fulfilling our wishes just as surely as it can by denying them. It was a holy city in the First Era, founded by Queen Alessia herself. It has since fallen into crumbling ruin. Before its capture, Saitsahan hid the amulet of
It's not like in Miles Teal's power percent.
It is in the
I think you should load that down because they both streaming, so like I might
little memory of that
give them a copy of
my
like
exposure to the Elder Scrolls stole much of the man I once was. Speak to Saitsahan. He can answer your questions far more accurately.
I don't know if you can listen to game music while you're streaming.
I don't think you can. I think I tried that once. Well, you can't listen to Spotify if that's what you're talking about.
Nah, Cool kept playing like Sonic, and I don't know if y'all can hear through y'all mics. That might get y'all.
Oh. Yeah, you should turn that down a little bit if you can, Cool Cat. Please. Oh, so I'll go back to the conversation with you in a sec, Chad. I gotta, finish this cutscene thing.
I gotcha. So.
I have been through much. This body is tougher than the great oaks of Valenwood. I go with neither hope nor fear. It is useless to guess at a future that is yet to be written. You may hope if you wish, my friend. I will not judge. My Lord Varen will open his gates. The amulet lies in a vault protected by powerful magic. Ward of Stendarr, god of justice and mercy. Also, god of well-earned blood. Not from this kind of earth. It is written that Alessia received a divine inspiration from her slave rebellion at Sacritor, and so built her holy city there. That was long ago. The city is a ruin now. It has become a dark place.
But anyway, yeah, Chad, so what's your feeling about the opiate epidemic? Because I was just going to say, like, my thing is just that I want to see a real study done with real statistics before I'm willing to call it an epidemic. Like, I don't want estimates that include heroin before we call an epidemic of opiate prescriptions. I think it has to be, we have to have real statistics that are real numbers tracked that don't include heroin and aren't estimates. And I want to see if there's correlation equals causation between the rise of heroin and the tightening of opioid epidemic laws and whether it relates to chronic pain patients.
Yeah. Excuse me.
So I know you said you disagreed, so what are your thoughts?
I feel like opiate prescription drug use has been a problem that has plagued a lot of communities for a while, but it just hasn't ever been addressed until it became an issue with a lot of white people in modern America. Like, when that stuff started invading the suburban neighborhoods, people started caring about it, but they didn't care about it when it was happening in the people were overdosing on pills and stuff in poorer neighborhoods. Like, it doesn't necessarily have to be any race, but the less affluent ones.
Yeah. Or like Appalachia, like there's a reason Oxycontin is known as hillbilly heroin.
Why is it that the people with the most ridiculous ideas
I thought that
are
was
always the ones who are most
cleaning.
slain?
Oh no, that's Oxycontin.
Shut up,
I gotcha.
What?
No, I was thinking about something else. I was thinking about a cleaning, man. Go on.
Oh yeah, continue, Chad.
I guess that's basically about all I have. I've never really put much more thought into it. I said until like what you said was really interesting. But
yeah, my big thing is I just want to see actual hard statistics before I'm willing to call it like an epidemic and not like a more like there's definitely problems, but I just don't know that cracking down on laws that hurt. I think the answer is more of like having more programs to reach out and help you recognize people that have actual addictions and help those with addictions and reduce the stigma of addiction and create better addiction like centers and like ways to handle addiction rather than like cracking down on laws on people who actually need prescriptions and further stigmatizing those who actually need the medications on the daily. Because I think we're loath to recognize that anybody might actually need opiates long term, even potentially for life on a daily basis. And like I think we need to talk about those people too, and like recognize that like while people with addiction need help, and they absolutely do, we need to be offering them the help, but like not at the expense of people who actually need the medication.
yeah, I do agree. We should try to treat it better, treat it in a different way, not with
yeah, exactly.
laws. But just making laws is not going to solve anything. But, yeah, and like you said, it creates problems.
All you do is look at the fact that the problem hasn't gotten better. But the law, and we keep like tightening the laws, and we keep saying it's not getting better, so we better tighten the laws further. Well, it's still not getting better. Better tighten the laws even further. Oh, now it's still getting worse. Better tighten even further. And it's like, okay, but if it's getting worse every time we tighten the laws, then maybe that's not the answer.
Right to the amulet.
Because the fact is, you're way more likely to OD and die on heroin than you are on pills. And that's a fact. Like, it's rather difficult to OD on pills in comparison to heroin. Your body's gonna naturally want to throw that shit up. I can tell you from even, like, personal experience there. Like, your body does not want extra pills in it. It's gonna do what it can to get rid of those. But, like, it's very easy to OD on heroin, especially if you're injecting. And if we, like, just make it that much more difficult for addicts to get pills and they just turn to heroin, then they're more likely to OD and die. Rather than, like, maybe instead of tightening laws and just saying, well, now you can't get it anymore, so it shouldn't be a problem. Well, an addict's gonna get their medication, gonna get their drug, like, any way they can. So instead of making it harder for them to get the drug that's less likely to kill them, and easier to get the drug that's more likely to kill them, how about we have better outreach programs to actually help the addicts with their addiction?
Yeah.
How do you get over, like, addiction?
Yeah.
It's a very hard thing.
I know they say you gotta admit it and shit, like that cliche. I don't know if that's true.
That is, the first step is admitting you have a problem. If you can't admit you have a problem, you can't get over said problem. Like, I can tell you that from personal experience with my father, who can barely admit he's an alcoholic half the time and flip-flops, and as a result has never fully gotten over his alcoholism even a little bit. Because if you can't admit that you're an alcoholic, for example, how are you gonna stop drinking?
Persistent, aren't you? You really think...
It's like, you know, you're not. You're gonna be like, I don't have a problem. And then the biggest step is then to get off of the drug and stay sober and off of it.
You don't understand, do you? My plan will succeed because of your ward of Stendar. It will prevent Molag Bal from observing or interfering. By the time the ward is down and the amulet is mine, it will all be too late.
Yeah, I'm gonna finish this mission I'm currently in. I'm almost to the end, I think, and then I'm hopping on.
Just gotta get a few more wins of Arcade. If you wanna do it the fast way, we can just do a Horizon. Or if you wanna play something fun, like Capture the Flag, or I kinda hate Mr. Hero. I don't know why, I just started hating it. It's only fun when I get Orisa or Soldier.
Yeah, I got you.
I don't know why. It's just like when people are not playing this game, they want to play this. When I'm Orisa, I could break half.
Tamriel will bow down before me.
What do I don't need to drop anything off, do I?
Have a new name.
Oh damn, what was that?
That's it. Well, I do want to play like a match or two of like the original Uprising, the one where they give you a loot box just for beating it. Like the one that one.
Unless we find two of the people who came there on that pass far.
So we can just do it on normal.
Like I'm telling you, I don't know what it is. It's literally like niggas literally want to play Mercy and don't want to heal. I don't understand that shit at all.
Battle Mercies are the worst. Unless they're like actually really good and they can heal in battle, then that's dope. But like those are rare.
That's not a Battle Mercy. I'm talking about a Battle Mercy that just says fuck healing. It's a shitty ass pistol. I hate those.
Yeah, hey, a wall.
I can understand if you want to switch in between. You're supposed to do that every once in a while. But like, you don't just say fuck healing and I'm gonna do this and make the soldier heal everybody. What the fuck is that? And the soldier isn't even in the regular Uprising. It's a Tracer, I'm in Tracer, Lionheart, Torbjorn, and Mercy. I think Lucio's actually better for that game. Because he can heal everybody. And like, even though he doesn't heal as fast as Mercy, that's more useful in that game. He can bump the bombs far away from the healer. No, I like getting
Legit.
That's just good game shit.
Raising that game up quick.
I'll take his head off.
I'll be fine, Snowflake. I just need a moment to catch my breath.
Take all the time you need. I'll keep watch. If there's anything I can do, just name it.
An enchanted. I'll be over here bringing up my lunch.
That's tears.
Alright, I'm ready. So I'm gonna switch over right now.
Pain and doubt I felt inside the halls of torment.
Gotcha.
Broke my will. Something. I will make it through this, my friend. I will not endure years of torture in the halls of torment only to give up now. Pain has subsided. Let us make haste and finish this. We must consecrate the two shrines of Stendar's blessing before the fall. The first shrine rests in the Dragonknight tomb. So many of my fallen comrades were interred. Must take care to respect their resting place. The shrine is on the far side of the room. Quickly, we must find our way across.
I have a surprise for you, sire. Do you remember your fallen comrades from the Dragonknight? I've taken the liberty of raising them, and they're quite anxious to see you.
We must concentrate the shrine.
So what are you doing right now, Chad?
Excuse me. I think I'm on, I'm playing still the main missions in Elder Scrolls, but I've kind of come to what looks like is about to be a battle with the main villain throughout the whole game. But if that's the case, I feel like this has a very short, like, little campaign if this is the end of it.
That can't be the end of it. I feel like it can't be.
No, it can't. I'm not even, haven't even played it that much. Oh.
I'm just saying, unless you're just gonna go with that hard.
Say, well, I don't know for sure when I finish this mission.
Or it could turn out that there's a bigger, badder villain.
It could. It very well could. And I'd be alright with that.
I feel like maybe that's when my archer goes.
Is Skyrim first or third person, or can you change it?
You can do either.
Okay. What do you play on?
I play third person personally.
Yeah, that's what I play too. In Elder Scrolls, I do third person.
Yeah, and when a little bit of Elder Scrolls earlier I played was third person.
The altar is on the far side. To reach it, the drawbridge must be lowered.
Hey y'all.
Hi.
My name is Lan.
No elephants in here, get out.
That's my best southern accent.
Hey y'all.
It sounds very flirtatious, Steven.
Hey y'all.
Wanna have some fun?
Oh, you know it.
I just made some green eggs and ham.
Oh, hey.
Come and get it.
You wanna ride
Oh, you know I will come and get it.
You wanna ride my pogo stick?
I want to ride your disco stick all night long. See, I like my Lady Gaga reference.
I wanna ride on the back of your Range Rover
I
with
see it
the
now.
in the car seat.
Oh, you gotta use a seatbelt because of safety, yes indeed.
Yeah.
In the
You
car
might need a
seat.
booster seat.
Yeah, booster seat. That's what it's called.
Yo, Chad, I see you're playing ESO.
Yeah,
What
I'm trying to put the air conditioner full blast.
Yep.
Yep.
What faction you playing with right now?
I'm in the Daggerfall Alliance.
I
Nice
made
and
an
company?
ESO character tonight.
Oh, nice.
Sorry, I was so excited.
Where
Go
you
ahead with what
at?
you're saying.
Who are
Daggerfall
you
Alliance.
You mind if I join you, Chad?
No, I don't mind, but I did tell Black I was about to hop on Overwatch after I finish this mission, but I will be back on it if you're still on later tonight. I'm gonna get back on.
Yeah, well, I'll be on there. I want to be doing some crafting and fishing.
I gotcha. I mean, you could hop in here if you wanted. I gotta get this drawbridge down, and it's these 4 levers I gotta pull, but it's like a puzzle, and I'm having a hard time figuring this bitch out.
I can join you from friends, right? Oh yeah, I can.
Oh, actually, it won't let you join me on this. I'm in the Harborage. The Harborage won't let you join. I just thought
you're doing
about that.
yeah, I know what you're doing. You're doing the story.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta go back there anyway. I'm gonna do my shit then.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. This is like impossible. Like, there's no fucking way you can get this. This is really getting me right now.
Weird puzzle.
I want to just Google it. Like, whenever I find shit like that in Skyrim that it's just like stupid puzzles where I'm like, I don't know what the fuck they want from me.
Yeah. Like,
sometimes I'll run across puzzles where I'm like, I don't know what the fuck they want from me.
Yeah.
like as I'm doing this, like, I think I have to get like all 4 of the levers pointing in the same direction. But every time you move one, like depending on which one you move, it'll make another one like flip.
What patterns have you tried? Like moving outwards inwards or moving inwards outwards? Have you tried that?
Well, all I do is press X on the lever and it just flips forward and backward, and they're all in a line. So like right now, half of them are facing forward, half are facing back. And when I click one, if I click one on the end, then the one next to it in the middle will flip. If I click one in the middle, then the 2 levers on either side of it will flip. And it's 4 levers in a line, and I don't see how I can get them all to face the same direction, because no matter what, I'm always gonna making something move the opposite when I press it. And
trial and error shit.
Like, I can get 3 of them facing the same direction, but I can't get 2. I mean, I can't get 4.
What happened if you switch one twice?
Then it'll just flip.
Anything?
It'll just flip the other ones the same,
the same
twice.
one? Okay. So there's a pattern, like a hard encoded pattern in there somewhere.
There's something in here.
Very fascinating.
Yeah, I'm about to have to Google it, Xeno, like you said. Bro, now you won't.
What kind of character did you create, Xena?
Redguard, and she's a Dragonknight.
Oh, cool. We're the same thing. I'm a Redguard as well, Dragonknight.
Nice. What's your character's name?
Same in Skyrim, Mora Torre.
Nice. Mine is Taruka Alatu Arku. Or Anku.
Oh.
Taruka Alatu Anku. Taruka was a word from the Incan language that meant deer. Alatu was a Babylonian goddess of the underworld, and Anku was a male Incan name that meant resilient. So,
Okay.
like, I just thought the three combined, like, made a solid name. Taruka, Alatu, Anku.
Excuse me.
Even though it's like
Yeah, that's
two,
pretty cool.
it's like Incan, Babylonian, Incan.
Is it the same character from Skyrim?
No, it's a different character. I'm gonna have to give her like a background and shit, but I need to like read up on Redguard lore because I don't feel like I know enough Redguard lore to like come up with a good character yet. Like without
There's
like
different
really like reading
factions
up
of
on
them.
it.
Well, there's two major factions of Redguard in the Redguard community. There's one that are very hardcore, like they don't do magic, they don't believe in it. They're like the royal blood. I guess they're like the higher class of Redguard, and then there's like another class which is they like integrate into other parts of Skyrim, and they take another custom and culture. They're like more flexible on cultural things.
Ooh, I could see going into either of those kinds of things for this character.
Yeah. If you could go just no magic at all and just straight melee.
I mean, that's how I play pretty much anyway, honestly.
I forget the names of the philosophies of thinking, the two groups.
Or I could even belong to like that faction and be of royal blood, but like be like kind of like slowly growth and open to it, like if you know like, and then kind of change my mind as I become more open to it. If I decide I want to use magic later on, I could have that be part of the character growth.
Yeah, because I mean you're out here in the war, and your faction, I mean your group of people have chose to faction up with like a pretty diverse group of people or beings, whatever you want to call them, because orcs are in there.
Exactly. Exactly.
I mean, you could have a change of party, become more diverse. But you could, yeah, like you're saying, yeah, you could derive from a royal family or the royal blood with that conservative like mindset. First spider silk I ever found, like the plant.
Dank corridors.
What's your character in Skyrim? I keep forgetting.
This place has all the charm of a rift and bronze.
Kira Nord, her name's Elu.
Oh yeah.
You mean a crypt?
Okay, I remember. As soon as you said Nord, I was like, oh yeah.
It's much more pleasant than the summer.
The Nord characters are pretty interesting.
I don't know. I've only ever played two characters in Skyrim, but it's been a Nord both times.
Yeah, Nords are good. I like Nords. They
It
have that
feels
frost
right to
resistance.
play Nord in Skyrim.
Yeah, it's their homeland. And you get like a lot of unique dialogue because you're a Nord.
Exactly. I feel like you'd get a lot of unique dialogue not being a Nord too, though.
You could,
I
yeah.
wouldn't know,
With
'cause
certain
I've
people.
never done it.
I mean, with certain races, yeah, you'll get certain. Like if it's a hated race, and you're like in a community where they do hate them, and you're having dialogue with someone, yeah.
I'm playing around with my archery right now. I decided to do a little bit of archery this game.
Yeah, archery is pretty powerful. It can be like OP. It can be OP when you get really good at it and you got the right perks in there. And like your hand and eye coordination is good, like it can be deadly as shit. You're gonna just be like one shot and shit.
Especially if you're sneaking.
Yeah, you get the XP bonus. And you're like an alchemist, throw some poison on there, you fuck up anything. You can like kill a dragon out the sky.
Yeah.
Through the power of the amulet of kings, I will be transformed. All the nations of Tamriel will bow before me. They will worship and beg for my mercy. All will know the name of Manimako as their one true God.
Well, how'd you get ESO? I thought you had a hard. Did you pick your hard drive?
It just started downloading things and kind of started to fix itself, like the internal, like the PlayStation problem I had.
Oh
like,
yeah, memory, yeah.
But my external hard drive hasn't been fixed yet now.
Okay.
I'm not really sure where to go from there with that yet.
Yeah, I would have no idea. I'm not even like a tech dude.
Yeah, not even a little bit here.
Fucking Hermaeus Mora. This fucking little weak shit. I hate these little tentacle shit.
Are you playing online?
Yeah. I think you come up against Hermaeus Morris in Skyrim too. I think he's the guy for the Dragonborn dude. He's Mirax. He's somehow, I forget what the agreement was, but I think he's like funding or hosting Mirax Realm or some shit.
I don't even remember, it's been so long.
Yeah. Took forever to find the Heartbreak. I was like right up the street, or like right up the road.
Excuse me.
Who's listening to the YouTube video?
That's probably me.
Okay, would you want to turn that down a little bit just because I don't want to get in some kind of like copyright trouble or something? Or, like moving away from the mic or something? Thank you.
Shrines have been consecrated in Stendar's name. Now you must use the ring of Stendar's mercy
I'm
to
always
open
paranoid
all
about the
doors.
copyright.
Stand in the casting circle and direct the ring of the doors to lift the ward.
Does it post up to YouTube when you do it? I think it does that for me.
Live streaming?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. That's what on YouTube. Well, we didn't have to leave the party.
Oh shit.
Look, the amulet. I can see it from
Yeah.
here.
Maybe who's just like, I'm not gonna talk, I just wanna watch this video.
It kind of drives me crazy, man, when people just like stop talking and start watching a video.
That's what I'm doing, but I'm muting my mic.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, that's or I throw in the head, or I throw an earbud in.
Exactly. I do the same. It spends like I know like my mic doesn't beep when I think it does, so like that's why I like if you put it over
Yeah. Yeah, because you could have thought it was.
Yeah, because like sometimes I'll hit like mute on mic like have a conversation with my mom and it's not down. It wasn't muted and so people heard the whole conversation. I'm like, oh shit. I didn't mean for that to be like annoying. Sorry.
Exactly.
Requires key. Where am I supposed to get the key?
Minion, arise! Obey me!
God damn it, I pressed X to jump instead of triangle to play until it goes online. Right back up like a bit around the place like a bit time.
Yeah, out of the buttons are completely changed.
I hate that. I wish they just like kept it stable.
Oh yeah. I wish so too. You can always, I think you can change your configuration here. I'm not sure. I never tried. I just left it like whatever. Cause it's like one of those games that I still needed help with, so I was just like, I just want to keep it just in case I need someone's help.
That's legit.
Oh, witness my true power! Watch as I rise up from the grave and ascend to godhood!
That's why I think I'm just gonna have to like learn the new controls and then just get in the habit of being able to remember and switch back and forth.
Yeah, what X is jump in this game, right? Yeah, it's X here. It's triangle in that game, Skyrim, right?
Yeah. If we can kill these dudes with arrows for the fuck of it. Yeah, archery increased to 28.
Not bad.
Well, I just really started kind of doing it today, too. I haven't really been playing a ton today. So I don't think it's too bad at all.
Yeah, when you get to 30, that's some good perks.
Yes, I haven't even put any perks into my archery yet. It's really none. Oh, that's empty. My friends always used to make fun of me for searching all the urns. Like, there's never anything worth anything there. And I'm like, hey, those 5 gold add up.
They do. You might end up with like maybe 100, maybe 50 gold out of just one like cave or something.
Right, and that adds up. Yo, that adds up.
Little 10, little 5 here. Pick up loot all the dead bodies.
Exactly, like all the dead bodies in this cave each have about 100 gold on them.
It'd be good.
Like 60 to 100 gold, and that adds up. Yeah, gold web. Yeah, I've already gotten well over 1,500 gold in this cavern so far.
Yeah, last time I checked, you were like at 4K, and like some hundreds. I was like, that was pretty good, and I think you were still like an earlier level. I was like, hey, you're on your looting.
Oh yeah, and I was selling like crazy. Alchemy makes you mad.
Yeah.
Like, that's honestly, like, there are two reasons I've been doing alchemy, and it's not having, straight up, like, not having anything to do with, like, making, like, poisons. It's completely two things. It's so I can make health potions for myself that are good, and I don't have to buy them, and I can just make health potions, and it's to make money.
Hell yeah.
Make that sweet, sweet money.
I only have one character I actually buy stuff with. My thief character. I buy the soul gems, Philip soul gems. That's the only thing I buy. Oh, I buy them. I buy them with my other characters too, because none of them use like enchanting, or they don't do conjuration either. That's the only thing I really spend money on.
I don't do any magic. I haven't done any magic yet.
Yeah, magic is a whole nother game.
Literally.
It takes away potions, but then you have to figure out how to use it in battle. That's the weird part.
I have like no interest in like conjuration or illusion. Like maybe I might try some like healing spells at some point, or like a couple of like like maybe like fire spells or something like that, like destruction and restoration. But I have no interest in conjuration or illusion literally at all. None. I've never done it. Like when I played Skyrim, even on the old before, I never did it.
Those other schools of magic is very strategic. Like when you're placing like